I am Tyler Malinky from Hinckley, Ohio. I built a dual-engine pre-unit 1955 Triumph race bike, land speed racer. Going to race it at Bonneville Speed Week in about 2 months, August 11th, 2012. I've got it entered, running the 1350cc class, pre-1956, so it's all mostly, you know, panhead knuckleheads, maybe some Indian stuff, I don't know. But it'll be fun to run a Triumph against that and hopefully knock a couple of them out of the books, new records. Just the complexity of everything. I mean, I had trouble wrapping my head around. I had to tackle one thing at a time because there are so many components and things to think about, and it was all in my head. I don't make many lists or anything, and it was hard for me to focus on the whole picture because it was overwhelming. So it was just trying to get one task or function done so it would work and not interfere with everything else, and just do that every day over and over and over. You know? There's just a ton of thought and time. You know? The ignition on the bike is Morris magnetos, and they just started making Triumph pre-unit magnetos, and I got 2 of probably the first ones. And the heads on both motors are dual plugged, so there's 4 plugs on each motor, and I run a Morris single fire wire kit. I run 4 of them, so each magneto fires 4 spark plugs, and they're timed exactly the same, and so when I link the motor, both motors are identical, you know, so it's firing, you know, all 8 plugs off the 2 magnetos, so they run in sync. The wheels on that bike are interesting. L. Lonville is a flat track racer in Ohio that we sponsor on a 500 Triumph, and those are Lester mag wheels, which are made in Ohio back in the day, and those were on this bike that he raced. It was raced since the early 70s at least. He needed to go to spoked wheels for AMA rolls, and the rear is a quick change, like a Barnes quick change. So I've got sprockets in 1/2 increments, and I can change gearing really easy. And they were drilled out when I got them, which is neat looking, and had them polished up and a little paint on there for accent. And they're unique. I've never seen any other Lesters that were a quick change. I mean, for all I know, they're a one-off thing. I don't know the far back history on them, but they're neat and odd and rare. The gas tank and the oil tank are both aluminum, just hand hammered. Made a buck out of MDF and hammered them and welded them up. Same thing with the primary cover, seat, chain guard, fender, everything's aluminum and it's all handmade. I'd never done any hammering, you know, any hammer forming with aluminum. Learned on the gas tank, and I love it. It's really time intensive, but it turns out nice. That's why we left the sides, the painter left the sides polished, you know, put paint on it just to show that they're aluminum too, you know, the work that went into it.